three of y'all was I saw a picture of all three of y'all
All
three on screen before John Cena's final match. Shout out Britt Waters. We had her on last week. She was hosting the fan
had her
fest.
pants on.
She had them Cena pants on. I saw she had them on. What was talk about what that fan fest atmosphere was like before Saturday Night's main event and John Cena's final match?
First of all, I'm not driving to DC anymore. Like, I'm not driving to DC. I'm getting on that goddamn train. I'm getting on that goddamn metro. If it's right there, if it's where that was, yo, we walked in and it was the festival was right in front of us when we walked in.
I like that. It's perfect. You ain't got to worry about going there and going 15, 20 minutes elsewhere outside of anywhere. You right in the mouth of it. It was a lot of people out there, I'm assuming.
Nigga.
I actually didn't see a lot of photos.
I am a basketball game goer. So I'm at the basketball games every season.
Right.
I was at the basketball. I was in the playoff games the last time the Wizards made the playoffs.
At Capital One.
I recall what the city looked like when the Wizards were in the playoffs. I recall what the games looked like and the games were popping.
Right.
I've never seen this many people in the city at one time on 3-4 blocks ever.
Damn.
I've never seen this many people.
I like that.
Because I drove. When I pulled up on the block and walked down the street, I said, yo, what the fuck? It's John Cena shirts everywhere. Dressed as John Cena. This is December, and this motherfuckers in t-shirts and shorts.
It looked like it was cold out that bitch, too.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
I've never seen a city like this. This shit was legit a pay-per-view feel. It was a pay-per-view atmosphere. And they set it up like it was just that. I was shocked. No bullshit.
Y'all haven't had an event like that in a while, right?
Yeah.
It didn't just
this.
It didn't feel just like a pay-per-view. It felt like a Big Four pay-per-view. It felt like, because there was stuff where it's like, if they'll have like tailgates and stuff for other pay-per-views, but like this was like, we're having a street festival and it's a lady in line handing out stickers and like they bought out middling superstars to celebrate John Cena and satiate the niggas that have been standing outside in the cold for hours, man. Shout out to Doc D for getting up there and wilding out when Sexy Boy came on. He was singing. You know what I mean? The nigga came out his jacket and did the pose and everything. You know what I mean? So shout out to Doc.
That's dope. It was good to see.
Say what's your price?
That's not the Shawn Michaels theme song. That's not the Shawn Michaels theme. I'm sure
it was definitely big fight feel.
Shout out, Doctor.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't really, y'all already know. I like Mother Cena, but I don't live for Mother Cena, right? So I can take it or leave it. But being there, it was packed. The people had their belts, a lot of John Cena shirts, bootleg man shirts.
Shout the bootleg man. Shout the bootleg man all day.
I want to give a special shout out to Fam and Mrs. Fam, Mrs. Fam on camera. Fam for going along with my narrative that I actually went inside of the venue.
We was there.
I saw a photo. Y'all was posed up. Outstanding. That was outstanding.
I want to give a shout out to my brother Fam for going along on Facebook and let me know. Now I never lied and said I was at Saturday night's main event inside. I said, if you think I'm missing this, you're crazy.
That's how it was worded.
Was I at Capital One?
But
yes, I was at Capital One.
Yo,
I was in front of Capital One, and I took a picture with Fam in front of the sign. I was at the door.
I'm gonna be honest.
At the fan fest where they was doing it. I was there, but I do want to give fam a shout out for going along with my narrative and letting the people believe that I overpaid to see
no, that's what I was gonna say, because you've been posting and talking about, within the last after we potted, DDM was like, them prices, I don't know, I may need a sponsor, somebody, because it's looking like it may be the ticket. This is the photo in question. I'm sitting there looking at this photo, looking at my phone, like, I see the photo, but I know where that background is in the chat. I know where this man is at.
And I did look at ticket prices, full disclosure. Mm-hmm. I was looking at ticket prices, watching them up until around 6 o'clock, 6:30.
It was 6:30 because we was ready to leave. You was gonna leave you down there.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Me and Corey would have got.
Shut up.
And when Corey legit was like, yo, I don't know if somebody texted him or what. He was like, yo, the box office just dropped tickets.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, shout out Darnell. Darnell told us that too.
I said, Corey, fuck them tickets. We ended up walking down the block, and then that's when I ran into them, right? And brother Darnell came through and was like, yo, I just got these tickets. And they was wild discounted. You should have
wild discounted.
Probably like $300-$400
for the floor.
Yeah, oh, wow. It was a good deal.
For the floor?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So if you would have seen, those I cannot. It's not anime, but those cartoons when the eyes get real big and the stars start. That's how Dad looked. That's how Dad. He told us that it was on a discount. Dad, I'll say, hey nigga, get in the car.
It's time to go. It's
time to go. He was tempted.
I was tempted, but I just, my rich white man was not available. And
$285, Doc D.
Yeah, it was cheap. It was cheaper. It was a lot
cheaper than $285.
It got cheaper the closer you got. Yeah. So that was a lesson for me. Mm-hmm. The next time I go to WrestleMania, I'm gonna just wing it.
Just wait.
That's what some of those influencers say. They say they buy, if you're not buying the first day, buy that last day. And the last day you can get like really good deals if you're willing to be patient. I think is the key. Which I didn't finish it. I think I watched the first hour of the Cena and Cody Rhodes conversation, which they taped Monday morning after the John Cena's final match. And Cena mentioned that they added more seats on the floor. They had to narrow the walkway because of the seats they were adding in there. So they were. They said it was a record for wrestling in that building as well as just the building as well. So, it kind of the way people was booing and chasing after Gunther after the match. Like,
oh my God, that was busy. That was busy.
They got we probably should start with the ending, right? It's been a conversation all week, and I think it's been. A lot of people were that the way that Cena tapped was really the first part of it. I think for a lot of people, the idea that the guy who has the merch branded "Never Give Up" ended up. And I wanted this is the story. This is what I'm saying. I had to go look it up on Reddit. Somebody had X amount of times John Cena's lost, and I was trying to find how many times he actually submitted it. The majority of them, it was like two. It was 2 times with Kurt Angle back in 2004. This is like pre-World Championship, like end of his heel run type shit. Since he became the dude, it wasn't a thing that happened, but. Again, the story that it seemed like he was trying to tell, which he basically told Cody, was kind of he said the last 5 minutes of that match is basically a sleeper hold, which is what happened. Or it was a variation of Gunther getting him in the sleeper hold, Cena finding a way to get out, get the AA off the second rope, or hit him with the STF, whatever the case may be. But at a certain point, Gunther had him. At a certain point, this man was at the end of his rope, and he, with a smile on his face, taps. Bailey says she couldn't see it from where she was. I guess the way that he, I guess how low he had tapped or whatever. But I know Math has called it.
He's about to do it again. He about to say it. Say it now.
He's called it manure since before the match happened, but specifically about the ending, Math has been like, "This some
shit is wild butt,
wild butt." Yeah, my fault. That's
fucking stinks.
This
ass. This is ass.
What?
I just hate the shoes and socks. Everything else is fine.
Them APL Tech Pro, I forget that Tech Sloom something. There's some random ass pairs of shoes. These y'all means he left in the middle of the ring.
So,
I personally, he should have lost. He did lose. He did it. He did it. He did the job like he was supposed to. I think it was very poetic that he tapped out. I think it was the end of an era. I think it was such a. I liked that he tapped out. I personally liked it because it was like, don't invest in your heroes.
It's 25 years later.
I mean, he's still a man. I liked it personally. I think he should have lost. He lost the way that, I'm just not mad at any of it. What I found incredibly hilarious was people actually chasing after Gunther, leaving the building that he gotta have security. Like, it's 76 and this is real life. Like,
he said, fuck you.
I thought it was amazing. But no, he lost. He should have lost. He did the proper job. And I think it was appropriate.
Look at this shit.
Yeah. That's the y'all got it face.
Yeah.
Y'all got it from here.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Out of all this never give up, boy. Yo, if he would have tapped out and he was still a heel, I feel you.
That is at this point there was no world that was happening though. That heel storyline
was already ass.
It was.
If you gonna go out on
a gotten there now.
Note, if you gonna go out on this ass note, you should have just let it be ass the whole time. Because what happened? You switched them up in the summer, giving people hope. Like, oh yeah, we back, baby, we back. You did this grandiose. Yo, you got the whole DC saying D Cena. It's DC.
I didn't realize they were saying D Cena. Okay.
You got the whole DC set up. Like this about to be the end all be all. We know he can't go, but you giving everybody hope that this about to be some wild, extraordinary matchup and shit, right?
And I don't understand why people thought that. This is literally the same man that y'all was chanting, "You can't wrestle" for years. So I don't understand why people thought that this was going to be this, Will Ospreay level or Dean Rico level, or like what was y'all expecting? It's the man with 5 moves. Y'all know this. Y'all been telling him he ass in the ring for years, and now for the last match, you expecting him to wrestle against a man that style-wise he's mismatched against, and they're going to deliver this extravaganza. Like, what world are y'all living in?
Because people say the exact same thing about Cody, and they gave us a decent matchup. Granted, I hated that one too, but it wasn't as bad as this.
Which Cody Cena? Do you like the SummerSlam match?
The SummerSlam match. The SummerSlam match. I didn't think it was great. It wasn't bad. It was better than the Mania match. I assume
that was really good. That was a really good match.
I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I thought it was too many false finishes. I thought it was too many attitude adjustments, too many crossroads, all that shit. I get
it. Sound like these niggas talking about that Nas Premier album this week. That's what you sound like right
now.
No, I
said that. But
he said I was.
The thing is, I understood the Nas premiere album. I didn't understand you selling me this grand stage of this, and then this is everybody's hero, and then he goes out with this bullshit.
Just the way he goes out. That's how
he came in on some bullshit.
So what do you this is the Terminator at the end of T2, spoilers all day, with the thumb up. You know what I'm saying? This is every action hero who has to be the guy who y'all go. I'm gonna hold him off, give y'all enough time to escape. This
ain't that.
That's what that's the moment he's looking for. He's looking to
that's
be.
What he's looking for.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's scripting.
But this was Cheeks.
I just don't. I didn't. I'm not expecting,
go out like that. That's right.
Technical wrestling, prowess from John Cena. Like I don't like what we are expecting. And then I'm personally getting tired of them choosing Gunther, not because Gunther isn't worthy, but this is make Gunther look bad because you keep putting them in there with Goldberg and John Cena. He need to be in there with technicians, with wrestlers. Those matches with Ilya Dragunov and NXT, the matches when he was the NXT UK champion, that is what made Gunther. That's what makes me think of Walter.
You gonna get the match?
What you want him to do with that? John Cena ain't never been.
But what I'm saying, you either gonna get the match, or you gonna get the rub. That's it. You're not gonna get both.
He got real heel. So Gunther did benefit. People legit can't stand him.
He got super heel. He got heel heat to the point where it bled into Monday. He was getting dirty Dom. You can't speak because we hate whenever you start talking into the mic. And what'd he say? I made him tap like a little bitch. And then he got out. He looked at Styles, hit him with the "you can't see me" and drove off. He's the biggest heel in their eyes since Brock took out Undertaker. That's the parallel. That's what they're trying to give you right now.
When he did that "you can't see me" in the car pulling off, I screamed because that's what I want to see. When he kept getting up and letting them boo him and getting up and I think what works in Gunther's favor is that European sensibility. He really don't give a shit. He really don't care. Like he really is unbothered about this. And for this type of audience, I think that really works. Because a lot of the American acts, a lot of the younger acts, they would care too much. You would see them getting bothered by not being able to push through their promo. He really don't give a shit. And that's what I love about him.
Yeah, I saw that little boy argue with him after the show. What you saying, man?
Yeah. Right. And then when he did the "you can't see me," he was cracking up. He was cracking. You can't see me. And pulled off in the Dodge like, all right, y'all, have a good one.
Not the Intrepid.
It's only 5 days later.
We are, and we've only seen Gunther do the one thing. You are correct.
It's only been 5 days. So just like when this nigga won the title, and everybody was all right, we rocking with it, and then that bitch 2-3 weeks later, motherfuckers was saying it was a snooze fest. Get his shit 2 months.
What? Of course.
But that's not all his fault though, because if you remember when he had that title before he lost it to Jey Uso, they had been booking him terrible, and when they finally booked him correctly, the last 2 weeks or week before the match,
it was time to drop it.
And he had the blood, and he was holding Jimmy and laughing and cracking up. That is the Gunther that we need. We needed to see a menace, and they did not book him like that. Okay, so I'm not going to blame him totally for that, because when they booked it correctly, he executed it, and he executed it very well. But they were trying to book him like the booking and storytelling right now in WWE is real questionable in general. Like it's giving, girl, what are we doing here? For a lot of acts, right? I'm not really a fan of the storytelling and the overall booking, because like, where are we going? So I'm not going to really blame that totally on him.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Kung Fu Eddie asked in the chat, should Triple H become Mr. Helmsley that night, embraces in events? I think that was a thought I had. I was wondering if that was him. If the way he was reacting to the boos would have been his Mr. McMahon moment, but I don't think he's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna do TV like that. But I do think that there was a conversation that Coachman and Mark Henry had where Coachman was saying, you know, the business has changed so much over the last 40 years. Why does it have to be, you know, why does it need to be Cena losing to Gunther? And Mark Henry basically said the same thing. He's like, look, the best thing for Gunther right now is to be the guy who made Cena tap out, to be the one who retired your not, I was going to say champion, but like the Never Seen 17, the shining hero for kids for, you know, 20 some odd years. The one thing Coachman added in there, because Mark Henry's like, he's got this for a while, and Coachman's like, if they use it. And I think that's the key. I think I think Raw was a good start. I think they're going to have to start feeding him, because the problem is, like, to DDM's point, it would make sense if they booked him against more technical wrestlers or better talent, but Dragunov's on SmackDown. Gunther's not been in the Vision main event mix. Like, there's so many people surrounding CM Punk right now that I think Gunther kind of needs to spend the rest of this year into Rumble time, whatever, beat niggas up. Decisive, just beat niggas, make people mad, beat a couple niggas up. I don't know if you say he wins the Rumble, but he needs to be on his way to something big. This has to be used as a chip to get to something big. Mania, I don't know what you want to do, but because if you don't, you end up running the risk of what happened the last time you had the chip. You had a lackluster program. You had a lackluster run because they didn't really book him the way he should have been booked to his strength.
So I see a couple of comments. Awesome Saucy and Rock, for reasons that they don't think that Triple H and being the new Mr. Helmsley or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
I think the reason it wouldn't work right now is that he doesn't have a Stone Cold to make that character great.
He needs a guy, yeah.
I mean, he can come on TV. I think it's easy. Now, the one thing Triple H doesn't have a problem with coming out and cutting a promo, right? So especially if it's like a regular just storyline promo, stay in there and be the character. That's kind of his bag. So that part of it he can do. And as far as him getting physical, I don't even know if that really matters that much, as long as he can exert some sort of whatever over someone that people love. The problem is, I don't think that there is a baby face that people can like newly get behind. Like, it's got to be someone new, or some, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's going on right now. I think it was somewhere. I think it was in DDM. It was one of DDM's posts about it this week. The conversation of, what do you tell the kids? And you tell the kids, you got to find the person that's going to take out Gunther. That's the whole point right now. It's I don't know who people would throw out there. I don't know what the baby face is right now. It's probably somebody that isn't getting the push they need right now, or not even been seen before. But that person who takes out Gunther, at the very least, the hope's going to be, oh shit, that's the person that's avenging. Our hero got taken out by this dude, and now this person took him out, and this person we've been wanting. You got to build it, but if you can build it to that way, you can make another star out of this.
You would have to.
Without a title, it's got to mean something, especially without a title. But that's now the key is for Paul Levesque to say, bet, let's book Gunther outside of all of this in a way where it's still going to matter 6 months down the line, 8 months down the line, whenever this Avenger is going to come up and start to take him out.
Well, it's a perfect time for that. My bad, cuz. Go ahead.
It's not Cody Rhodes.
I kind of don't think so. I think the people would turn on Cody Rhodes in that role right now.
And plus, Cody's beat him up. Cody beat him twice.
I thought he beat him once.
He beat him at least. He beat him the King of the Ring. I think he may have another win over. I'd actually have to check the cage match or whatever. But I think it would need to be somebody newer, somebody who can benefit off of beating a Gunther again without a title.
I think whoever it is, they have to. If we're watching whatever we're watching now, is someone that they would have to already be building. Someone kind of on the ascent, but slow motion. But
he beat him Crown Jewel. I'm sorry, Cody beat Gunther Crown Jewel. That may have been their only singles match too. I'm sorry, keep going.
But this is a perfect time for a super duper monster heel. Mm-hmm. There are several old niggas on their way out. He's already retired 2 of them. And so
need to be,
you know what I mean? Cena's gone, so I brother Ron, his leash might be gone.
Ron
might be
R-Truth, AJ Styles. I don't know when Rey Mysterio is going to be gone. There's a number. Chris Jericho's always being rumored to be making his return. So there's a lot of people Gunther could.
But this is all story. Yeah, this is. Hey, Chris, you just made the list. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the whole. It's the whole. There are so many things. I think for him, and I think this might be why they were like so kind of cavalier with his booking, with Gunther's booking, is because they knew they had this in their pocket. They're like, oh no, go ahead. I'm gonna play these low clubs. And then now I'm gonna start running spades. And I think that's really what this year needs to be, because if not, we've seen what they've done with Gunther over. He's had one really, really good run. And a lot of people don't get that. The Intercontinental run.
That was very good, yes.
This could be that. This could be better than that. But they got to book
it. Sean Tragedy mentioned Joe Hendry. He ain't in my house. He better not pop up in my room. But I
still don't get it with that one, but go ahead.
There are names, but those names need to be built. I guess Joe Hendry is technically main roster. He was there. Him and R-Truth had their moment at Saturday Night's main event.
He's lucky Vince ain't there, because he would be chasing that 24/7 title if this was Vince McMahon's show. He'd running backstage with Tamina and them, and to Akira Tozawa.
He does low key have a gimmick that could easily benefit some Vince shenanigans. Yeah, but it's like, imagine what Vince could do would have done with the Joe Hendry. How many times he would have popping up from under. Never mind. Yeah, they had a moment. Miz came out there. I guess it was revealed that Miz was able to be in the Last Time Is Now tournament because he took Joe Hendry's entry ball out of the running, and that was the whole gimmick to get Joe Hendry out there.
I thought that part was well done, where you could see the name on the screen before he said it.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was smart. No, it was smart. And again, it was.
I can't remember the last time I saw 72-point font on a piece of paper.
It was drawn on that little slip. It was drawn very big. They made sure you could see through everything. It was highlighted. But it played to what Cena said he wanted the night to also be a part of, not just his final match, but a look at the future with upcoming stars, wrestling, main roster stars. The show started.
Did we make up that John Cena was supposed to be? Did we make that up that he was supposed to be the first match? Did we?
No.
Internet. What was that actually said?
Well, what had happened was on Kimmel, his quote was something to the effect of, "I'm going to have my match, and then we're gonna give way for the rest of for the future of the division or whatever." I forget how he worded it specifically, but because the way he said it, the dirt sheets picked it up and said, "Oh, Cena's saying that he's going on first, and then the other match is going to be going on last." But Britt Waters also said it on this podcast last week. So that's what made me think, oh shit, it's gonna happen. So when the show opened and I'm seeing Oba hitting that stroll down the damn, and everybody was lit. Like Corey was in there. Mimi, Corey said that the crowd was they was going crazy for Oba.
Yes.
It sounded like it was
loud. He said it was, the room was shaking.
They got the chant. They got the
everybody knew the chant, he said.
Everybody wants him to be main roster right now too. He still got to fight Leon Slater. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it was good to see. I mean, your man was lit.
I just personally, I just started watching wrestling again in 2020, and getting to see Oba, first debut, win that contract to cash in the contract in NXT, get that North American title belt out of the blue, and really build it up and build himself up. And the way I will say this, like, I give WWE credit, they presented him phenomenally. The entrance was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The time in ring was phenomenal. Even with the finish, I like that finish because I knew they wasn't going to have him beat Cody Rhodes, but I like how they did it.
Though he beat Cody Rhodes?
No, he did not.
What?
I said though he beat Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, though he beat Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
But I
like that they had him choke slam Drew McIntyre. I like seeing the power.
I like that we got that. He should have won. I think officially the match was deemed no contest. It didn't make sense though, because Drew, I don't know. He should have won that match. And the one thing that I didn't like about that ending, I kind of wished that he had just chokeslammed Drew and didn't do it after Cody had bounced off the ropes and hit him with the cutter. I mean, it was like I wish Oba was because it would look dope. It took a little of the wind out of the sails for me because it came right after the Cody cut or whatever. But yeah, I think his presentation was dope, and he was beating Cody ass throughout that match. Like Cody didn't have answers to him. He didn't have answers for shit.
Corey said, I like that they let him dominate Cody. I said let. I knew he was going to come in here and try to paint this narrative that Cody Rhodes can beat Oba Femi. In reality, it doesn't even make sense.
Corey's racist.
Mimi, you sound like MVP was talking about the way they logically book Lashley and Shelton Benjamin in AEW, and he was saying the same thing. He's like, in real life, they would wash everybody.
Wash.
Nah, he was knocking him out the sky.
I think he looked phenomenal. I think the way that they booked him was phenomenal. And he looks good. Mm-hmm. They booked him so well that knowing that he's going to be going to get Leon Slater next week, I'm like, what are we doing here? That's going to be at New Year's Evil.
Gotta watch these. You got to watch these times where we are certain.
No, yeah, it's at New Year's Evil.
I'm hoping. They didn't say when Drew and Cody was, right?
No. Well, that's actually the interesting thing. So they did that, and then did it drop Monday? There was that video. They did a whole shot on Drew McIntyre's property. I guess Nick Aldis came out that they had a conversation. They was trying to figure out how to lift Drew's suspension, so they were giving him a lot. It was like, boom, you can have this match with Cody, on your terms, blah, 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 blah. And I don't remember where Drew got to in the terms of the contract, but while they was talking, the alarm system alerts them that Cody Rhodes is walking up the driveway, and they have a confrontation, and Drew's like, you brought him to my house and shit. So I don't know when they're gonna have. It could be January 5th, that first Raw on Netflix. I don't know if Cody has a match. I don't know if they want to do that there, but they could do that there. If not there, they could do that in Riyadh for Royal Rumble.
I'm hoping something happens where it's Oba. We get to see Oba and Drew.
I don't know if not soon.
Huh?
I don't think it's gonna be soon because he got that belt.
But like you said, don't start counting these motherfuckers as wins. Not saying he's gonna lose, but
I think ain't gonna lose no goddamn Leon Slater.
No, I'm not saying it's Leon Slater, but I'm hoping Drew comes in and does something, or Oba comes in and interrupts something, and then to start them off. Because
if Oba come in talking about, and you don't even go here.
Well, it's not difficult. I mean, Drew did come in and disrupt his match, and they had a whole confrontation. You know, he squared up like, "What? Why are you here? What are you doing?" I was beating it. I had this match. If Javon Evans has been, Javon Evans may be at the AAA show this weekend. I think Saturday they have a show. And we've seen him a lot of times on SmackDown and Raw in various. He could just come up and be like, "Nah, Drew, you got to run my fade right now because you messed up my match with Cody." They was already on Saturday night. He was pissed. And he got that choke slam. They could
call
do that.
Drew a nigga right there, nigga.
And they could run back the same thing. They could do this Friday, and then have Cody come in and attack him.
Bring the picture back up.
I'm sorry.
Here he go.
Just look at how he just naturally looks like he's supposed to be there.
That's a very important thing.
Yeah,
that's very important.
Like
he looks like he's with people he should be wrestling with.
Like if I showed this picture to a person who does not watch wrestling currently and just shows us, "Oh, who are these people?" It's not going to say, "Oh, this man." Like he looks like he belongs and fits right in there.
6 eyes, no felony.
That's very good. That's very funny. That's a good reference.
Oh man. But G Dixon has a good point too. That's why I didn't have Oba beat Cody, because you would have had to run that match back ASAP. Yeah, they probably would have had to do something, and they probably would have had another schmazzy finish again. And not saying there's no point to that, but at some point the brother's going to have to beat Cody for real.
That boy's too powerful for Kodak. That no shame. He's too powerful for Kodak.
Cody beat Brock. So I mean, wrestling.
He beat Gunther too. Yeah.
Also see Cody old. That boy was born in 1998.
99.
Oh, Oba. He's young.
He may be. How old is? How old is Oba Femi?
I'm old as shit.
He may be younger than that. Oba Femi is 27. He was born in 98.
Yeah. So, I think this was talking about earlier, it's too crowded at the top right now, and some of these older guys, it's time for you to go. It's time, the AJ Styles, the CM Punks, and I know some of them, they got to cheat because you need stars, right? Yeah. But we're starting to see, like, some of y'all are going to have to start getting up out.
I think we're going to start seeing that. A lot of these people are around the similar ages, and it seemed like they're all on their way to.
They all your age.
Yeah, all right, Mister. I saw National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation in theaters. You old. Yeah, you old.
Yo, it's lit.
You old.
Hey yo, I knew I rocked with him for some reason.
Sound like a bunch of bull to me.
That's what I like.
Next up, it was the Bailey Sol Ruka match.
Oh,
so good.
Good. No. She had the best showing of the night.
I was gonna say that was. I think that was the best match. Yeah.
So Ruka had the best showing of the night.
Shout out Bailey. Bailey, it reminds me when I watch matches like that, I'm like, damn, they had a really good match. It reminds me of those matches where you saw Nia Jax and Bailey trying her hardest to make all those moves work for her, because she will work her ass off, and with Soul, it wasn't even like she really needed to. They was just flowing. It was good to see.
She actually looked like she was
Soul looked good.
Yeah,
she looked good. I like the look. The in ring was great.
But
yeah,
it's more than the move. The moves is crazy. It's more than the moves. Like she's got a certain it. I don't watch NXT regularly, right? So when I see her, when I watch NXT, the one thing I don't know if I outwardly complain about those folks, but there are a bunch of folks where I'm like, I see why you still there. Even some of the folks that we love, she's already gone. She's already
she's
cooked. She's already cooked.
I think she proved that Saturday.
Yeah, she's fully cooked, and now I was very impressed.
Yeah.
And she has that leader quality. When I say that leader quality, meaning she's like the cool,
do it to your man. Oh, I'm sorry.
Or your man a woman can't ruin a relationship that's already dead. If we're keeping it a buck.
Hey, but, DDM, get back to your point. Take the cape off.
Right. Because what you're not going to do is
try. We can't retry that tonight.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, you're not going to do my good sis. But she has that easy breezy surfer cool chick kind of vibe. And I haven't seen that in wrestling in a while, which is why I like her. She looks fresh. She looks youthful. She looks like a girl that they can get a lot of mileage out of, and that I could see people really getting behind. She's definitely a future women's champion.
Wait till they find out she black.
Oh yeah, she's black. Yeah.
Wait till they find that out.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed that maybe they won't.
No, I'm saying no. She's super lit when they find out she black. She's super lit.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what. Again, at the very least, they should know to be putting her on. Was she in the Rumble?
No, she has not made a Rumble appearance yet.
So it'll be interesting to see if she is in the Rumble, because I think she may be able to surprise some even more people. The other match.
Bodysuit.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be a while when I have eyes all over.
I'm so disgusted with this Saudi Rumble. Like, oh,
it's one of them things. You either gotta ride or Mick Foley it. Honestly, that final match from John Cena's final match was Leon Slater and Javon Evans. Basically, they just put on a highlight reel. Yeah, the new Rockers.
The new Rockers.
That would be hard.
They opened up early. The super kicks.
Only problem with doing that though, cuz you know what? That's great. Wyan Express is amazing.